Today, let's talk about something that applies to us all. Let's talk about the trial of our faith as it is tried by fire. We all know that Bible verse. It's 1 Peter 1:7. It says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Jesus Christ. Now let's look at trial of faith. Trial of faith means the proven genuineness of your faith. And tried by fire, or tried with fire, means perishing by fire, though being refined. Now this verse is alluding to the process of refining gold. We know that gold is refined through heat, extreme heat, 1,000 degrees Celsius. For those of us more common to Fahrenheit readings, that's closer to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a pretty hot fire. And the gold is melted down to where it's in liquid form, and then the impurities rise to the top, and the craftsman removes those impurities from the top. They skim them off. And that's how gold is refined. Now, this verse alludes to that process because the gold pretty much is destroyed. It perishes. It completely melts down to where it's not in its useful form. Now, sometimes we go through some really tough things in life that seem to melt us down to where we're not in a usable form. We feel helpless, or we feel useless. We feel unable to make a change. But know that those times are shaping you. They're not wasted. They're always going to be used to bring you closer to what you need to be for God's glory and for your good and for the benefit of others around you. Let's talk for a minute about the Great Sequoias. I'm very intrigued by these trees and hope to someday make it out to California or the southern Nevada desert to see them. Not desert, but the forest. They only grow in the Sierra Nevada. So these trees stand up to 325 feet tall, and they're believed to live for 3,000 years. That's a lot longer than we live. But there's also something special between the relationship of these fires in these trees and fire. We all know about the forest fires that sweep through California and the western states, especially in the summer, because they don't get a lot of rainfall. So they have a lot of wildfires. Now, the wildfires are important in the process of the Great Sequoias' survival because it burns off the undergrowth in the smaller trees, and it burns off the debris from those smaller shrubs and smaller trees. So it prevents a sunny, clear spot, and it helps to loosen up the soil. The fire actually loosens the soil. So you've got loose soil, you've got a sunny spot, you've got clear spot on the soil so that these seeds from these great sequoias can germinate. These seeds are about the size of a watermelon seed, a very small watermelon seed, not even the big gigantic ones. So you think of the size of a watermelon seed, and then you think of how tall these trees grow and how big they are, how large around they are. And it's just amazing to think that such a tiny seed can grow into something so large, but that's one of the wonders of God's creation. Now, you're a wonder of God's creation too. You have dormant seeds in you, just like there are dormant seeds for the great sequoias laying on the forest floor that it's going to take a fire or a strong insect to crack open those cones so those seeds can germinate. You have dormant seeds in you, and it's going to take some things that are uncomfortable, some fires that may hurt some, and may change you in ways you didn't really think you wanted to change. But those fires are opening up to where the good seeds that God has on the inside of you can germinate and grow into what God has planned for you, which is better than any plan you can have for yourself. So if you're going through a tough time right now, just think about that verse, 1 Peter 1:7, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than that of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto the praise and the honor and the glory at the coming of Jesus Christ, or the appearing of Jesus Christ. So may you be blessed today.